The BET Hip Hop Awards recently gave Best Hip Hop Platform to Club Shay Shay.
Cat.
Let's play this Choke No Joke video from that.
They had Soulja Boy Tello doing the Crank That Soulja Boy in 2024. 20 years later.
And granted, he's talking
He's
about
supposed to, though.
He's talking about the BET Hip Hop Awards.
20 years later, he's still cranking. The only people that went needed a look. It's horrible, bro. It's horrible. BET has ran my creation in the ground. It was so low budget that they did it in Dre's nightclub. They did it in a club, bro. The BET Hip Hop Awards went from theaters into a club. Y'all gave Shannon Sharpe Best Hip Hop Platform. When is a sports show hip hop? When is a sports show hip hop? So if Stephen A. Smith get hot, y'all gonna give him the Best Hip Hop Platform? Shannon Sharpe is not hip hop, bro. How many hip hop people he had up there? He had a few, but he is not a hip hop platform, brother. Y'all I don't know who else was in that category, but if Drink Champs was in that category and y'all gave it to Shannon Sharpe, y'all need to be slapped. Not saying Drink Champs deserve it, but if they were even in the category, they deserve it. The Breakfast Club, Complex, Drink Champs, Club Shay Shay, The Shade Room, $1 Million Worth of Game, the 𝗘𝗘𝗘𝗧𝗦 podcast, the Joe Budden podcast, and XXL Magazine. First of all, XXL
Only
and,
three that
and
should
Complex
be on there.
need not to be on this list. $1 Million Worth of Game, 𝗘𝗘𝗘𝗧𝗦 should all feel disrespected.
This ain't the first time that BET has disrespected
actual platform.
The actual platform, because I want to say Carisha Please won it over.
I think he won like 2 years
Drink
in a row.
Club.
Yeah, drink champs.
Drink. I caught it Drink Club. I'm mixing Club Shay Shay and Drink Champs together. But nah, it just goes to show you how tone deaf the network is now, because we already know it's a capitalistically owned situation now. It's not even owned by the same people that owned it back in the day. So it's not going to be the same show. I want to say Viacom owns BET, MTV, and VH1. So whatever stream,
it's not even Viacom anymore.
It's not Viacom
well,
anymore?
now it's now all under. The only reason I know is just because I had stock in Viacom. It was because it's all under Paramount, I think, Class B.
Oh, okay. But like anytime a show comes on, like one of these award shows is broadcasting on all three channels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this is not part of the culture anymore. Regardless of if it's called BET Hip Hop Awards, it's not a good representation of the culture, and it's tone deaf, because who has Shannon Sharpe talked to hip hop wise? And you can't, and I hate this too. I hate that anytime something is culturally relevant to blacks, they group everything into hip hop. Just like the show Love and Hip Hop has nothing to do with hip hop. It's just messy women and dudes fighting over messy women and dudes and baby showers and bullshit like that. There's nothing hip hop about this. Just because something is black does not automatically classify it as hip hop. And that's mad annoying, and it's mad damn near racist, really, to just because it's black, oh, that's hip hop. He's not talking about hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
They wasted a lot of time.
I haven't even respected the BET Hip Hop Awards, and I haven't even watched it in I don't know how many years. I never look for it, don't care.
I mean,
and the fact that it's to the point where it's been reduced to having it in a strip club now further makes me not.
Was it a strip club or a club?
I think it was just a club, but maybe
you just automatically put it into a strip club.
It looked like a strip club to me, even if it wasn't.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
Gentleman's Lounge, whatever y'all want to call it. That's stupid.
It's some
like I'm cool. I've been cool on. Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm kind of
sorry
upset about
that.
this.
It's like 19 bleeps.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I apologize. But
all right.
This is stupid. Like
curse words.
This is stupid. First of all, you know I'm pro Unc, but he's not a hip hop. He shouldn't even been in the. This shouldn't even be a conversation.
Nah, it shouldn't be.
I don't care if you got. He just had Fat Joe on there, so it's a hip hop podcast now.
Yeah, but this was after he was given the award.
But he's had rappers on there before, and it's still. I've never.
Who is he?
Because I'm trying.
Let me think. He's had rappers on there.
I feel like he's
had rappers on there before.
He did sit down and talk to Glorilla.
Nah, there's other rappers than that though. He's had rappers on there, but the point remains that it's not a hip hop podcast.
It's not a platform for hip hop.
Nah, it's not that. It's Shannon be all over the place.
No.
So the fact that he won proves Terry's point as to what everything has been reduced to. I always take stuff that Choke Don't Joke says with a grain of salt because he has to inject himself in there. They've taken my creation. Man, sit down with all that. I don't care about all that. The fact remains that.
I mean, they did.
Man, that's a whole nother conversation.
No,
but he be capping too. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is he's right when he says that they should feel disrespected because there's only like 3 maybe legit ones out on that list. What y'all say? 3 or 4?
I think it was about 3.
And I'm not
about 3.
I'm not super familiar with Bootleg Kev, but I do know the Joe Budden, and $1 million worth of game. It should have been between and Drink Champs. I'm sorry, and I know for
Bootleg Kev does his thing too.
Yeah.
I'm just not super familiar, but maybe it's because every time I turn on my YouTube, they're like, "Hey, want to watch Drink Champs?" I'm like, "No, I don't subscribe." I watch the clips, when they come out, but it's like
they be an algorithm heavy.
Yeah, somebody pushed the button on that.
For sure.
I mean, it's not really too much more to say. No, Shannon shouldn't have got it. I doubt he was even there to accept the award.
I didn't care about
when I saw that, Kendrick ran the table, I was like, I know Kendrick's not there.
E40 was there.
Shout out to E40.
Kendrick didn't have to pop out and show.
Yeah.
And at this point, he did say something that it was very kind of small in that clip. It was like, you can't get any. Nobody who really has a name is showing up to award shows, certain award shows anymore. Unless you need to look. If you don't have an album coming out right now, like I'm not going.
Who's going to Drea's nightclub anyway?
Why you say it like that?
I mean, because let's be honest here, man. If I'm somebody of importance, and of course, a lot of these artists deem themselves as important.
They do.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You aren't showing up to a show. Like, once you get the invitation, you are cordially invited to the BET Hip Hop Awards at Drea's nightclub.
I love how you read that.
Is this a joke? Like, they're probably calling their publicists and their managers like,
is this
what
spam
is this?
email?
Is this for real? Like, are they really doing the show at Drea's nightclub?
I saw the video and it's funny because you can see there's VIP sections at an award show. What? Come on, man.
It's crazy at this point because it's almost like it's self-sabotage. Like, who okayed this being a situation to where we're going to just pop bottles and have bottle girls?
Somebody who's trying to cut down on the production budget. I guarantee you, I do agree with that. I guarantee you Jesse Collins did not produce this particular award show. Now, also, sometimes I have to have this conversation with myself and with others. We're out of the demographic, guys. So when we see this, of course, it looks terrible.
We are.
But it also looks terrible, like you said. But it also looks is unredeeming almost, because it's like, why would you settle? It's like, we were up here at one point. Now just anything goes.
Yeah, because that's where the music is right now.
But then why did Kendrick win everything? And why did they have E40 there?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
I mean, maybe they knew because they knew Kendrick wasn't going to come.
Because if that narrative is consistent, Kendrick doesn't sweep.
Yeah.
He doesn't sweep. So it's almost like we're going to give you a little bit of meat and potatoes while we still in this gentleman's club.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing, okay? They have to have, for any credibility to happen, they can't have Boss Man D-Lo beat Kendrick Lamar, but
true.
at the same time, look, man, we're only, the budgets are down. What these record companies can throw at us are down. Like, we got to save all our corporate sponsorships for the actual BET Awards. So we'll put on this show that there's a certain segment that's going to watch and react to on social media, regardless of where it is. So, if we're going to get the same impressions at Drea's nightclub that we would if we were at so-and-so theater, then why are we going to spend an extra $500,000 to put it in said theater? It's the same way we're like, okay, I could get Hype Williams to come direct my video and we could have all these incredible set pieces and pay, top-notch models to be in it, but we're going to get the same 5 to 10 million views that if we just have, little buddy from around the corner with his iPhone.
I know what you were about to say.
And then he brings in some girls he went to high school with to shake ass.
At least the optics look the same.
Yeah, but the results are not going to be any different. So that's where I think, this is where this comes from, where if why would we put any extra effort into this if we're going to get the same result? If we put it at some nightclub and we have bottle service and You know, like I said, and being out of the demographic, I had to find out that it even happened on, you know, Twitter. I didn't know. It's the same thing where like, you know, when I start going through my YouTube feed and it's like, oh, they do a tribute to St. Louis hip hop at the American Music Awards. I didn't know that because I think the Steelers were on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, but that's still on, you know what I'm saying, regular TV, so to speak. So that's being broadcast.
But that's more that speaks more to me about like these shows and how they're presented and when they're presented are outside of my demographic and what I would be into. Like if you're going to put something on at the same time as Sunday Night Football, you're not even trying to get me as a viewer.
Nah, I just can't G for them doing it. Like if you're going to do it like that, then just don't do it at all. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Do you feel any type of way about Shannon Sharp just accepting it, not pulling a Macklemore?
Because he's not. I mean, he can pull the same thing that a lot of rapper and hip hop artists do and saying they're not rappers. Well, you shouldn't be in a category anyway.
He could be like, thanks for the award, but I'm not. This isn't me.
Yeah, he should. Was he there?
You know, Shannon ain't going to no gentleman's club. For
no, but he made an
BET
IG post.
award.
The only reason I know this is because Shannon made an IG post like saying thanks for the nomination and the win. And I'm just like,
He like, okay, but back to the real stuff.
Yeah. He don't care nothing about.
Nah, he
that.
don't care about that.
Somebody
Anyways.
wrote that for him.
If anybody should have got it, it'd be 520, which is on his network.
Shout out to them. They doing anything.
yep. Wait, no, they shouldn't. Wait,
No,
what?
I'm saying if we're gonna talk
Yeah, if
about
you gonna
somebody that's
okay.
that's almost hip hop.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
That should have been
They
fine.
closer to the culture than
I
what
got
he's
you. I
doing.
got you.
100%.
All right, let's keep it moving here.